Okay, so welcome back, guys. As I mentioned yesterday, I will give like a pre-CPI outlook during the London session, and right now this is London session. So yesterday we managed to close above this mean threshold of this bearish order block right here, and even above this old volume imbalance, right? Missing out this by just a few points. So right now I'm leaning towards taking out this buy side, okay, and above this buy side definitely we do have this liquidity void over here. Okay, so going down to the 1 hour chart, right, we have this fair value gap here and this fair value gap, right? So as you can see right now, the price is consolidating around the mean threshold of that bearish daily order block. Okay, so what I'm thinking CPI will do is to utilize either this fair value gap or this fair value gap and send it higher. So I'll mark out this area here and this area here. Right, I'm just gonna do it in light gray. Right, so these are the point of interest. I want to see whether price reacts the way that I anticipate it to react. Okay, right over here, the low comes in right about 4,130.5. The opening of this fair value gap, like the top of this fair value gap, is 4130.75, so it just went through by one tick. So I can see it going through one more time, and if we were to remain ultra bullish, this is gonna be a breakaway gap. Alright, so heading down into the 15 minutes, right, why do I think that fair value gap is highly probable? Because it left relative equal lows over here prior to CPI. So somehow or other they're gonna try to use this as accumulation before the real move begins, and after, not okay, I wouldn't say the real move, but the first move. Okay, and then after that we'll have to see what happens. So I'm looking at possibly, let me just zoom out for a little bit. Oh, there's a lot of ground to cover. Okay, so personally I'm expecting something like this, right? We take out some highs during the London, break lower, heading into CPI data released, and from here all the way up, right? It could reject at consequent encouragement of daily wicks, but so far CPI has been like, like a sniper bullet. It just goes through all levels, right? Without any respect to them. So let's see how today's CPI plays out. it's gonna be very interesting. I will be tape reading with ICT, of course, and I will look for setups to take after the event. Most likely you will get a setup, okay, most likely, because it's gonna be a clear narrative after the CPI news. Alright, so other than CPI, the following day I think we have the PPI. PPI is based on recent experience, right? PPI, it's also like somewhat similar to non-farm payrolls, because the thing is that during the news itself, it's usually like a 1 minute candle reading both the buy side liquidity and the sell side liquidity. So for that one, I'm also not trading till after the news. Okay, I'm only interested in after the news. So here you go. This is my outline for CPI, or my anticipation for CPI, right? Of course, it can just go up there like maybe the CE, and then punch it back down lower and into some form of PD arrays, and after that we'll find some momentum to run it back up. Alright, usually that would be like a market maker buy model. So that is possible as well, right? Because if you look at the 1 hour chart, we do have this breaker right here, okay, after trading through it, right? This breaker and this last bullish order blocks right here, and we have this proportion order block as well. So I'm not too sure how they're gonna use this, or if they are gonna use it at all, but we do have some breakaway gaps below, right? On the 4 hours, we have this bullish order block right here, coupled with this balanced price range. So this could potentially act as support if price was to come down for CPI itself, okay, but I'm leaning towards this fair value gap right here before taking out all the buy side here. Okay, and that's it for this video. We shall see if it plays out, and good luck with your trading.